Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hold on a second. Okay. Why do people? What? This is. Hold on one second. Thank you for coming. I'm late because I had to set the phone. I had to set the microphone. I had to turn the thing. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. How are you? How are you, everybody? Welcome. Where is our box? Why is nobody in the box? Can somebody type something in the box? Hello, everybody. We've got nobody's coming into the chat stream. Why there's no chat messages? I don't know. Is anybody nobody's coming on my chat screen right here? Can you see yourself typing? Because I don't have anybody typing. There it is. Okay, are you there? I don't see it. I don't see any messages. Anyway, well, thank you very much, everybody. Welcome to Lewis Schaffer live stream. We can see you. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you look at me? I'm wearing a nice shirt, or a relatively nice shirt. It's a button-down shirt. I used to always wear button-down shirts. Today is Monday. I'm a bit depressed. It's Monday. Did you listen to the stream? McCuff is here. Maltese Phil is here. Joodles is here. Joe Sanders is here. Andrew Graham. There you go. Welcome back, Andrew Graham. Thank you for coming in today. MC Scott is here. Julian is here. It's Monday. Maybe I don't know. Birdseye is here. Alan Williams is here. Good evening, everybody, says Julian. Tunnix caramel and wafers, darker milk. Tunnix tea cakes, darker milk. Scottish. They're all no good. I actually had yesterday late at night. I don't even want to discuss it because that's everything that's on my mind. Is I've gained a kilo. I was 76.5 yesterday, and today I'm 77.6. So I gained a kilo of weight. That's not good. That's really not good. Joe Sanders is here. Beautiful Joe Sanders. Beautiful Claire. Is here. Mr. Cuff, good to see you. And so we're all here. We're getting ready for today's show. I don't know. I haven't watched the news. I went out walking, and then I came back, and then I just basically vegged out. And then I realized, holy cow, it's time for us to do our show. Is the chat stream too large? My son said that I should make sure that everybody agrees that the chat on the side is the right size. Should I make it a bit smaller? It's up to you. Tell me. Let's take a little vote. Let's everybody participate in this. Yeah, MC Scott says it's too large. Okay. Anybody else say it's too large or too small? Too large or too small? Well, yeah, you said it twice. You don't need to say it more than once. Is the chat on the screen too large or too small? I need one more, two more, or three more. I need everyone to have an opinion on this before I change it. I like it this way. It's quite large there. Okay. Anybody wants to say chat is fine for my eyes. Could be smaller if required. Weight is just a number, Lewis. Is it fat? Yes, of course it's fat. I had my fat measured, and it is fat. I'm like 24% body fat, or am I? Is that just BMI? I don't know what it is, but you're right. Ron Smith is here. It's okay. Good. It's okay, Lewis. You can turn it around. Just keep the feeling of how good it feels to be thin. Yes, that's slim. I don't want to be slim. I want to be thin. I want to be perfect. I want to be lovable the way I am. This is something that I'm obsessed with. What do you guys have that you're obsessed with? Everybody has something that they're obsessed with. I'd like to be I'd like to be I don't want to have to, like yesterday, I went out and had 5 slices of that fake sourdough bread. I think it's fake. I don't think, it didn't taste like the sourdough bread that we know, that very thick, heavy sourdough. Weed, does that make you thinner, Julian? I don't think weed does. Motorbikes, a bit on the large size. Are we talking font? Yes, that's what we're talking about. The actual text size. Okay, what I'll do is I'll go into the chat thing and I'll make it a bit smaller. I will make it a bit smaller. Okay. There, I've made it smaller. Let's see. Type something in and I'll tell you whether it's small or not. I don't get upset because I realize that there's going to be a delay. You are lovable, Lewis. I can't see who the name is there. Who is the name? It's written in blue. We could talk edged weapons today. No, we're not talking edged weapons today. Lewis, the chat font is far too fat, says Stuart. I don't know how to change it. Remember, this is Streamlabs. Which sucks. Which just sucks. What about this? How about this? How does it look now, Lewis? Andrew Graham, I don't see any difference, laugh out loud. Okay, so we'll get, at some point a decision has to be made. I see you is here, beautiful, beautiful, I see you. What do you think about the BBC doctoring the Trump speech about Capitol revolt? Well, remember the BBC got money from the U.S. government, so they're like a tool of the U.S. government. How does that make you feel as a British person, being paid off by the U.S. government? As an American person, it makes me feel bad. I find this hard to read. I'm going to have to change this. What do I think about the BBC? The BBC is scum, and you know it's scum. Is it scum? You know it's scum. So if you know it's scum, you got to say, okay, I'm going to figure a way to work around it. I think. What else can we do? It stinks. Of course it stinks. It's your BBC. And it takes a long time before you realize that, when the truth is found to be lies. And hold on a second. Let's find out what I'm going to sing. Okay. Let's see what this is. Hold on. Don't go anywhere, everybody. This is what we have to do. We have to sing songs, just the lyrics. Are you ready, everybody? We're going to sing lyrics. Here we go. When the truth is found to be lies, and all within you dies. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Wouldn't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to love. Your mind is so full of red. Don't you want somebody to love? When the garden flowers, baby, are dead. Yes, and your mind is so full of red. Your eyes may look like his. But in your head, baby, I'm afraid you don't know where it is. This is the song, or a song. They're all running down your breast, and your friends, baby, they treat you like a guest. Don't you want somebody to love? There you go. This was one of the first songs that Grace Slick wrote. When the truth is found. That's what the BBC is. When the truth is found to be lies. They're liars. They're liars. Maybe it's not my place to say it. I'm not from this country. But the things, and this was one of those great things that I found out about this place, is that things that a lot of the British people have historically thought are amazing are rubbish. And the things that you think are like rubbish are really amazing. Well, I don't know if it's. I mean, I think this looks good. I can read. I can read it on the screen. Can you? Maybe it's too large. How much can you? How much do you need to see of me? You see my face. Do I need to be any smaller? Am I this way? I'm going to have to check on the other thing, and then we'll go. This show has started off. It's not one of the worst shows that it started off. I mean, I'm calm now. I started the show. I didn't have a microphone, but I said, you know what? I'll restart the thing, and I didn't get upset. I did not get upset. That's Grace Slick in the Jefferson Airplane. When the truth is found to be lies, and all that's in you dies. What a great song. What an absolute great song. Yeah, I can see it's very large on the thing, but it's hard to read the type there. Maybe if I move the flag to the other side, would it be easier to read? Would it be easier to read? Let's see how this looks. Let's see how that looks. Don't move anywhere. We're going to see how that looks. Maybe that's the way to go. Maybe that's the way to go. Don't go anywhere. You're gonna look at my bum. I'm gonna look amazing. Is that easier to see? Is that easier to see? I think that's easier to see. I like it this way. I like being big. I want you to see my face. I don't want to be like in the distance. I was thinking about maybe having one little light on the other side. Maybe I didn't put the lights on here. Hold on a second. Don't go anywhere. There you go. Okay, how was that? All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Record show today. Record show. It's a record. That's a record show. Just leave the text loose. I'm leaving the text. You can see it. I can see it. I like the fact that I can look at this thing and I can see it clearly. Don't you like this? I think you do. Carrie B is here. Good to see you, Carrie B. And Ron Smith came into the chat. There's beautiful Joodles again. Teaser Pop is here. Just leave the text, okay? Leave the text. That's why when I ask a question, you should drop everything and just answer it quickly. Can anybody find me somebody to love? R.I.P. Freddie. What does that mean? Oh, that's another song. That's the Freddie Mercury Queen song. Basically, I like spiders, Joodles. I wanted one of those big hairy ones, but nowhere to keep it. Spiders. Some of those spiders are not as deadly as you think you are, whatever this is. So the BBC is propaganda. It's propaganda that they're making you pay for. That they're making you pay for. I had a BBC t-shirt with a hammer and a sickle. Yeah, that's what they stand for. They're communists. I never called anybody a communist beforehand, but the whole world is turning. We're in a battle with communism. I mean, tomorrow Mandami's going to be elected. Perhaps he will be. I've been told don't worry because he's a communist and he's not a Muslim. That just shows how bad the Muslims are. I mean, even though communists have killed far more people than even Muslims, probably historically, just communists are the deadliest race of people on earth. But I don't think, based on my knowledge of the way things are in New York, is that the mayor has a lot of power. He's not like the mayor here. He's not like that guy, that horrible looking man. I see you, says the BBC has to go. Yes. Can anybody make a case why we should keep the BBC? And don't mention some series that was on the air years ago, or maybe some small thing that was on the air here. Can anybody say it? Why should it just be me? Why do I have to be the one who's talking? So today is Monday. It's Monday. It's the 3rd of November. November is the worst month. I would say it's the worst month. At least October starts out nicely. Doesn't? Should I have shaved? Did I shave? I think I did shave. Looks like I didn't shave. Anyway, October is a bad month, but at least the beginning of October can be nice. It can be a little bit sunny. If you have paid the BBC license, you only have yourself to blame. Yeah, I don't watch the BBC. I mean, are they going to come knocking on my door? Radio 6? You could listen to that stuff here. There's, Radio 6. What year is this? 2001? Is that the best thing about it? There's got to be good things. When you spend billions of dollars, of course, you're going to come up with some good things. Thank you, Claire. Claire says I look beautiful. You're going to come up with some good things, but how good? I brought pepper spray today. I don't give an F about it being illegal. Yeah, well, just make sure you don't put it on your eggs. Just leave pepper spray away from the food. We don't need pepper spray next to the food. Well, it's like you spray pepper in somebody's face and it's bad, but you eat it. No wonder your body is all inflamed. Carrie Beast. It's not necessary. It is necessary. I see you. It is necessary to flatter me. I think we all need to be flattered. I mean, say something nice. It feels warm. The thing about when with not self-deprecating, when you say something, when you neg somebody, it makes people feel bad. Basically, had a crowbar in school, was taken away. Laugh out loud. Yeah, sometimes you've got to be prepared. I mean, this country is not preparing us. What is Keir Starmer doing to make this a safer place? Is this country safer today than yesterday? Will this country be safer next year or this year? Keir Starmer hates us. He hates you. He wants us to be afraid. He's got enough security, and he's being paid off, maybe. Who knows? Someone's going to listen to this, and they're going to say, oh, my God, I can't believe that guy is saying this. I don't know if this is true. I'm a comedian. I'm a comedian satirist. I am a celebrity entertainer from the TV, often seen on GB News, or used to be on CB News. Maybe I'm canceled. I don't even know if I'm canceled. I'm not going to ask if I am. What is Farb spray, MC Scott? Tell us what that means. Then carry both. What is Farb spray? Anyway, so what else is going on in the world? Joodles, are you a monitor on here? Are you a monitor? She could be a monitor. I think she should be a monitor. I mean, we have. Why? Who do we need to monitor? Speak to me, and I'll monitor the person. Ron, I don't know why. It might be my meds. This is McCuff says, I just pictured a load of crows sat at a bar drinking. A crow bar. That could be funny. I know what a crowbar is, so why did I just imagine that? Well, what meds are you taking? And do you have enough to share with everybody else? Have I made up with Josh? Andrew Graham asks. I haven't done anything wrong. I mean, maybe I have done something wrong. Yeah, I've done something wrong. Have I made up with him? No. Will I make up with him? I mean, maybe I should if it's important to me. I mean, I don't want to have an enemy. But I mean, really, I don't know. Why should I make up with Josh? And maybe I should make up with Josh. Maybe I should just make up with everybody. I'm constantly saying and doing horrible things. I barely have enough time to make up with all the things that I've done in the past. Dan Wooten's on live now talking about how we should be able to defend ourselves with pepper spray and different things. Got carried away with time, and now now here. Thank you, Birdseye. Everybody, how is everybody? Tell everybody how it is. A murder. What is a murder? A murder of crows. That's right, Ron Smith. It's a murder of crows. It's one of those weird English names for everything. You need to get back on GB News. But why? If they don't want me, maybe there's a reason I'm not there. There's a reason I'm not there. Not because they're bad or whatever. They have their pressures. They've been under a lot of pressure for like 3 years from these people, especially from the BBC, who we give money to, who we've given money to. So we should blame ourselves for supporting them. The BBC, the British parliamentary system, and the NHS. Those are things people think, oh my God, those things are so amazing. They're so amazing. I wish we had the BBC. I wish we had it in America. Why do you think America has the PBS? Because of the BBC. It's the world globalist, broadcasting Big Brother communication system. That's what I call it. I am a good, strong fighting spirit. I will not be defeated. Carrie B, that's amazing. I listened to a fantastic video by, what's his name? By Warren Buffett's mate. And CNN, okay, they've been given money too. And it was founded by CNN was founded by a left-wing guy. One of those guys who's like a left-wing guy from Idaho, wherever he is from. Oh, he's from Atlanta, and then he moved up to Idaho. Ted Turner. The BBC are old. It's time they went. Money down the drain. Money? No, you're not speaking clearly. I see you. And that's the thing I notice about the English people. It's not that they're old. You can be old and great. It's not that they're old. Okay? It's not that there's money down the drain. You spent money to promote their communist, socialist, feminist, feminizing ideology. So it's bad. They could be young. They could be born today. Bill Gates. Well, Bill Gates, he's horrible too. Who knows what new thing he's going to come up with? He's rejecting climate change. He's rejecting climate change. Yes, he is. Because maybe he's thinking there's no money to be made in climate change. He's always thinking. I mean, but I feel bad for him too. I feel bad for Bill Gates. His wife left him. The BBC is not too woke. Let's start thinking like an American thinks. The BBC is a woke POS. It's not that it's too woke. It shouldn't be woke at all. It shouldn't be. The government should not be providing entertainment for us. The government should not be providing news. The government is the news. We need people to look after the government. And that has to be an independent thing. Alex, I'm questioning what you're saying. We need to get rid of all woke. We need to get rid of the government. I shouldn't be even talking like this. One day, what I say will have some meaning, I guess. Don't make me time you out, I see you. Has I see you been bad? Dad, that's a great joke. I know it's one of my favorite jokes ever. Dad says, Dad, can I borrow $50? $50. $40? What do you need $30 for? Here says, I'm going to give you 20, gives the guy a 10, and says, when can you get the 40? When can you get the $50 back to me? Basically, that's the way I tell it. But that's an old Lewis Schaffer favorite joke. Thank you, Julian. Thank you. I see you. The BBC there's no place for a BBC in a democratic society. When you had one channel of TV news, okay, you could say maybe it should be owned by the government. But when you've got a million channels, when you've got Lewis Schaffer right here, demonetized, no money. When that's happening, you need to. You don't need the BBC. You don't need a state broadcasting system. Hi-ho is the power. I'm sure Lewis wouldn't notice if what happened. What I forgot. Now I missed that. What would I not notice? Vatanai is here. Hello, Vatanai. I'm going to take a walking stick out with me. It might come in handy these days. I mean, do you want to know something? It's a tragedy. Britain was a safe country. When I came here 25 years ago, it was pretty damn safe. Maybe because I'm older, I'm not as strong as I used to be. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the young kids aren't as afraid as we are. They became the Brussels Broadcasting Corp. Even if it's not Brussels, maybe it's the Bedminster. You do not need the government, the state apparatus of Britain to have its own propaganda service, to have a pretend news division. It's not a news. The BBC News is a lie. They are not news. When you're owned by, imagine the mafia, as David Tell would say, presented the news. Is it the news? No, it wouldn't be the news. It's bad enough that Rupert Murdoch owns stuff in the Daily Mail. I'm just whatever. It could take an hour. It could take an hour. I see you. This is what I see you. Are you going to block me if I don't behave? Lewis, you must save me. Well, what have you done that's wrong? I haven't seen you do anything wrong. Kermit isn't going to block you. He's very conservative. We don't want to block people. Even if people hate what I have to say, of course you should hate what I have to say. Yeah, that's why the government will never get rid of the BBC. No, because it's a payoff to them. It's like why they won't, get rid of their salaries or whatever they're going to get rid of their salary. An hour, Joodles. That's why the government will never get rid of the BBC, Ron Smith says. I agree with you. That's why we have to get rid of it. You have to get rid of it now. I use an unbreakable umbrella too. Long handle. It's ideal for self-defense, but pricey, but price at over a ton. What is that, 2,000 what? 2,000 pence? 2,000? What does it mean over a ton? Kermit is a man. I'm okay then. I can flirt. Yes, you can. Do you flirt enough with me? I see you. Come on, let's talk here. Do you flirt enough with me? The only country in the world that even has a TV license fee, Birdseye says. That is true. But it's not even a BBC license fee, because that's a lie. It's a tax. They're taxing you so that they can send you propaganda. So the fact that they call it a license fee, it's a tax. Am I wrong about this or am I right? Am I wrong or am I right? No, it's not that. Anyway, evening all, like and subscribe and chat. Thank you, Keith Bexley. I do appreciate that. Big shout out to Tommy Steele and Dreamcast WFC for subscribing recently. If you haven't subscribed, give a subscription so we can send you stuff. If only, Kermit. I take all of it right now. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Sounds good. Whatever sounds good. Let's get back on track. The point is, it's not a license fee. You don't need a license to watch the TV. Number two, it's a tax. They want to tax every single person. And once upon a time, every single person watched TV. Once upon a time, every single person didn't know the truth about it. Did we know the truth? I don't think we did. They said, oh, they're sending guys around. Ron Smith asks, do staff get taxis to GB News? Must be dangerous outside studio. I don't know. Let's hope it isn't. I mean, they've been bad-mouthing GB News, whipping people into a frenzy. Yes. Oh, a ton. A ton is 100. Is 100. I thought a ton is 2,000, but it's 100 according to Vatn. I did not know that. We used to get a taxi home doing the late night shift, and then they took away the money. They took away the money because it was so much money. If only Kermit, I take all of it. Okay, let's see what's going on. There are 39 people watching now. Thank you, Alex. That's really great. We're maintaining the level of interest, all of us. We're being interesting and we're maintaining the level of interest. We have very little maybe someone's going to come on the show today and distract us, but this, we have good discussions. We've had good discussions. A bag of sand is 1,000 pounds. So you paid him with a bag of sand is 1,000 pounds. A ton and a pony. What is a ton? Okay, that's what McCuff says is a bag of fat sand. Thank you, McCuff, Mr. Cuff. What is a ton and a pony? I think I've had these things maybe explained to me, but I don't understand. GB News needs a new sound, man. It's always out of sync. Well, when I go in there, I'll say, you've been complaints about the sound. Well, look at this show. Can you hear me? Can you see me? A bag of sand rhymes with a grand, Kermit. Thank you for explaining this. Tone. That's why, can I just say this? That's why, if you know an answer, if I ask a question, just hop right in. That's why Kermit is so beloved. A pony is 25 ton. A pony is 25 ton is 100. Why? I don't get how that works. How is 25 ton 100 when 1 ton is 100? John Miller's here. A skydiver is a diver. What does that mean, a diver? How does that work? A pony. I think a pony is 500, Ron Smith. Well, how can a pony be, where did that go? We jumped ahead. I don't know. Should I look it up? I'm going to have to look it up. Should I look it up? Pony, ton, sand. Cockney money slang. A pony is $25, 25 pounds. A ton is 100 pounds. Okay. A sand, this term in context, a big bag of sand is meaning 1,000 pounds. So you go from a pony, which is 25 pounds, to a ton, which is 100 pounds, to sand, which is 1,000 pounds. Can you, whoops, I read this and you couldn't see it. Can you see it up there? Can you see what it means? I'm going to keep it on the screen here for you guys to look at it. Lady Godiva. What is a Lady Godiva? A biscuit, a pony, and 500 pounds is a monkey. Okay, now I got to go up to here again. Okay. A biscuit, whoops. Biscuit, a biscuit, a monkey. What else is there? What was the other thing you mentioned? A monkey, a pony. A lady Godiva. Okay. And what was a biscuit is slang for 100, which is also a ton. A monkey is 500 pounds, and a Lady Godiva is a fiver. Okay, that's easy to remember. Why anybody would say Lady Godiva when fiver is a lot easier said, basically. And I didn't look up what a pony is. Did I look up what a pony is? Okay. A pony is 25 pounds. A pony. Yeah, pony. We did a pony. We did a pony. Very good. Everybody, very good. Give yourselves a big round of applause. A big round of applause for coming in on that. Up north, we call it money. I see you. That's a joke. That's good. A score, right. A score is $20. 4 score and 7 years ago. Yeah, this is really good. Lewis Schaffer's learning stuff. Learning. Godiva's 5 pounds. People watching are giving thumbs up. Yes, we need to know this stuff. I'm saying nothing. I've lived in the South for over 40 years, but come from the Midlands. Do they have any rhyming slang up there? I don't think that they do, or maybe they do. People have different language differences all over. It's rhyming slang. Stairs are much quicker to say than apples and pears. But the police knows what you mean. Well, they know what apples and pears mean. You know, maybe once upon a time when it was a secret language, but it's not. A rare one, just for you, is a rhino, which is 10 ponies. Let's see what it says here. And I think it doesn't, it says it here. It says it just means money. It just means money. And maybe it doesn't mean 250, or maybe it does. Maybe it does. Okay, bullseye is 50. Money is made round to go round, but it's also made flat to stack. That's Mariana's here from Peekskill, New York. That's very interesting. I had not thought about that. That's a good phrase. The old saying says money was made round to go around, but it's also made flat to stack. Almost a perfect rhyme. Not quite. A Michael Knight is a shite. Michael Knight. Is that a thing? Is that a thing, John Miller? Cheers, I see you says. In Liverpool, a film is a $5. Is that a joke too? Eartha Kitt, what about her? Remember Eartha Kitt? She was quite a popular singer. She was like the Shirley Bassey of America. A flim. A pound was a pound of gold. Did not know that. How old? Old coins? They probably didn't, because they were constantly being shaved off. Eartha Kitt is a shit. Oh, so you could say that person was being an Eartha Kitt. I get that. Vatanai says, Lewis is having a Turkish with his Barnett. A Turkish, that's a haircut with my hair. Is that true? Okay. Hold on. I'm going to look up what these words mean. Okay. There we go. All right. It was a pound of sterling silver, hence our currency being called pound sterling. Is that true? Anybody want to back that up? Is that true? Whoops. Oh, my thing fell off. It fell off my table here. Don't go anywhere. Okay, everybody, talk amongst yourselves for a second. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. I'm going to put some milk in it and 1 teaspoon of sugar. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back on track. I see you weighs 11 fairy stone. What is this about? It was a pound of sterling silver, hence our currency. That's what a Glasgow kiss. Isn't that like a punch? It's a Glasgow kiss. A ton being 100 in the UK is universal, I believe. A Lillian Gish. What is that, a piece of fish? I have a funny pain in my heart, but eye peeps are closing. Maybe see you tomorrow. It's a bit early to go to sleep, but okay. I'm having a cup of tea to get back in the game. I mean, Monday is a rough day to me. I'm thinking maybe, we got a lot of people watching. Got over 40 people watching. We got over 40 people watching. And that's quite good. That's like really, really good. I'm quite happy with it. Can you like the stream? Go to the thumbs up. Can you press the button, whatever it is, the alarm there? We got 37 people watching. I think that's good. I mean, it makes me happy. The chair, I'm back. Thank you, Marianne. The amount of sayings that come from sailing in the Navy is very interesting. The cut of one's jibs comes from the spotting the shape of another ship's front sails. Well, I wonder why ships are so important to this country. This country has lost the shipping thing. This used to be all ships. All ships. I don't know how much of a nickel or dime is in the currency value. It is similar to our silver in value, maybe 2 shillings, or now it's a 10 pence. Says MJ Tigerfang. I saw something interesting, which said, I'll be back in a second. Don't go anywhere. How about going onto Twitter? Can you go onto Twitter? There's the Twitter thing right there. Cup of tea. Cup of tea. Cup of tea, everybody. Cup of tea. Cup of tea. Anyway, cup of tea, welcome back. Nickel is 5 cents. Dime is 10 cents. Nickel and dimes. Yeah, I guess every country has their own. Have their own sayings. Julian says cream crackered, knackered. It means you're knackered. I feel cream crackered. I mean, it's fun to say, I guess. It makes you feel like you're one of the gang, that they understand what you're saying, that you're very creative. A toke refers to a drag of smoke, is a toke. That's an old school. One toke over the line, sweet Jesus. A cup of tea. Yeah, that's how long I've lived in this country. I've had a cup of tea. I've had a cup of tea, and we're talking about rhyming slang. Black and white photo of me in a tin tub in the garden, very young, never to be published. Okay, I'd like to see it. Let's see. Thank you, Cuffy. Love you lots, says Joodles. And we love Joodles. Everybody loves Joodles. Need more hours in the day, not fewer, Joodles. Bad day. Do you want to discuss your own business like this? I don't know if Joodles does. We'll find out if Joodles does. Let my tea cool down. Jimmy White is shy. Well, it could be anything. Franz Kite, White, shy, whatever. It could be anything. Why are you having a fight? Are you having a fight with each other? Let's be loving with each other. I don't know. I don't even want to know why if you don't like each other. But I assume that that's a joke. I don't understand smoking stuff. Yeah, I guess so. I remember when I was a kid and you used to see people smoking cigarettes, Vatanai. You thought, this is wrong. How do you inhale smoke? You're always told, stay away from the smoke. Have you tried Earl Grey tea yet, says MJ Tiger Fang. I have some Tetleys here, but I'm a coffee drinker. Tetley for guests. Tetley's in America was like a bad brand of tea. We used to drink it, and then I came to this country, and the tea is much better here. Obviously, I mean, you shouldn't even need to say it, but Tetley's tea is not that good. In America, we drank tea a really bad way. We just used to dip it in. It was never a full glass of tea. Earl Grey, I don't know. People put milk in Earl Grey? I don't think you need to put milk in Earl Grey. But Ron Smith loves it. Why do you love it, Ron Smith? Tell us why. Is there civil war in the chat? Janet is here. Hello, Janet. Thank you for sneaking in. I just noticed you there. Thank you for coming in. Have you said other things before that I've missed? And if you have, I apologize. Earl Grey, nice brew is that, as are Assam and English breakfast. It's a nice brew. Assam. I like English breakfast tea. I mean, you just get used to it. You know what I do normally, which I didn't do with this cup of tea, is I filter it. And I think I don't have you can get a bit jittery on tea that's not filtered. And maybe can cause, it's got oxalates in it. It maybe has lectins. I don't know. It's got some stuff that maybe isn't that good. Lipton tea is drunk in America. He was Scottish. Yes, I used to drink Liptons. My grandmother used to call it Liptons with an M. Liptons. Yeah, it was all right, but it wasn't Lipton's tea. Lipton's. Do you drink Lipton's tea in this country? I think that's hard to find. I mean, I like the PG tips, but I'm the kind now. I go into Lidl. I'll buy like a Lidl brand of tea, and it tastes just as good. And it's like half the price or a third of the price. Milk with tea is disgustingly horrible, says I see you. United to bergamot. What is bergamot? I think is a kind of an orangey lemony type thing. I don't even know what it looks like. Let's see what bergamot looks like. Are you ready for this? We're gonna see what bergamot looks like. Or is it pronounced bergamot? Bergamot. Orange. Let's read what it says. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a bit ugly. It could be considered ugly. It's an orange. It's a citrus fruit about the size of an orange, according to Wikipedia. Though we don't like Wikipedia, but I'm using it anyway. In genetic research into ancestral origins, found that bergamot, how is it pronounced? Bergamot? Bergamot is probably a hybrid of a lemon and a bitter orange. Use on the skin can increase photosensitivity, resulting in greater damage from sun exposure. Why would somebody use it on their skin? It doesn't say. Comes from Bergamo. Bergamo, I had a friend of mine, my friend Simone, comes from Bergamo or Bergamo or wherever it is. Or the Ottoman Turkish Beg Armudu, which is prince's pear. I don't know if I believe that, but possible. Anyway, it's a small tree that blossoms during winter. The juices taste less sour than lemon, but more bitter than grapefruit. Why was it added to tea? Production, Mediterranean areas. Production is on a large scale in the Ionian Sea coastal town of Reggio di Calabria in Italy. It's a symbol of the entire city. There are 3 different cultivars. Femiello, I don't know, do you find this interesting? Uses in tea. An essence is extracted from the aromatic skin of the sour fruit. I don't know. I'll have to read the entire thing. It's quite interesting. It looks like a grapefruit on the inside. But thank you very much. Did we learn something there? I thought that was quite good. You probably didn't think it was good. We lost a lot of viewers, but I thought it was quite interesting. Tetley or Scottish blends, where it's at, I think. Earl Grey smells like perfume. Well, it has a lemon flavor, or an orange flavor, and then you add milk to it. I don't think that's good. I remember when I was in my discovery phase regarding tea. I don't remember how old I was. Maybe I was 18 or something. And I just because I loved everything food-wise. I loved it. And what happened was I added milk and lemon. That's what we had. We had lemon a lot into tea in America. So I added lemon and milk, and guess what happened to a regular cup of tea? The milk congealed. It congealed, and it was horrible. No milk altogether in tea. I have a little bit of milk here. I should have let this cool down, but I was in a rush to get back to you. What does it say about Lewis Schaffer? That he's like leaving his own stream to make himself a cup of tea. What does that say? There's a certain looseness about me. I should really care about this stuff. I mean, I do care about you, but I find the way I care about myself is just to be as try to be as not as carefree as possible. You can't worry about everything. I mean, everybody, make sure you like the stream, please. We got 21 people liking it, so let's go. Let's see if we can get over 30. And then I'll ask for more. Also, while we're at it, it's so amazing because I can now tell when the show's been running for an hour. I can tell that. But everybody, let's make sure we're at Discord. Tell me right now, are you on Discord? If you're not on Discord, just say I'm not on Discord. Just say if you're not on Discord, let me know. Number one. Also, we've had a lot of people, and I should tell you the names. Keith Bexley is one of the names. People who've contributed to the Lewis Schaffer stream. And I know what you're thinking. What can £5 a month be? It's worth a lot. It means a lot. It means a lot to me. We've had 145 days of this, and it means a lot. It means you're watching. Discord is for kids. I tell you, you've got an attitude, I see you. Lemon verbena, fresh leaves steeped in a cafeteria, very good healing properties. I don't believe that plants can heal. I think the only thing that heals is sunlight, stress reduction, sleep, and good food. And when I say good food, you know exactly what I mean. Meat. Julian he's been here the entire time. Earl Grey accidentally knocked his perfume into his tea while shaving or saving. Carrie V. That's an interesting story. Could be. Earl Grey and milk isn't the standard shout, but I've drunk it with milk and it's perfectly fine, MC Scott. Yes, Earl Grey and Turkish delights. if you don't like the perfumery essence of one, you'll probably like the other. I have not had a Turkish Delight in a couple of years now, and I used to love those. I used to be addicted to them. I can't do it. I can't be that way anymore. I can't be that way. Today I had one slice of bread. I had 5 yesterday. I had one slice, and I had one Canadian maple biscuit, which, of course it's going to be delicious, but there's something about maple flavor that is just, it makes your brain explode. It's so delicious. I hope I'm not drinking Brute, says Ron Smith. Yes. Janet is not on Discord. Okay. Can you get on? Why aren't you on just Discord, Janet? Why not? Let's all get on just Discord. Ron Smith, let's get on Discord. Let's you don't have to be on Discord, but, just in case someone's looking for you or you're looking for other people or you want to know, are we doing a show today at 5 or at 5:30? What time should we do? At the posh school, says Vatanai, when we made tea for parents and visitors after sports matches, we put 6 Indian and 3 Earl Grey into a giant pot. It was a good blend. 3 Earl Grey and 6 Indian. How is Indian tea different than English tea? Isn't English tea Indian tea? Aren't they the same, Vatanai? I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but according to my Wikipedia thing, I've got to update it. You guys could update my Wikipedia thing if you want to. I'm going to have to do it, but you could do it too. My friend, did kind of like a goof April Fool's Day thing. Janet, don't worry. I was not speaking to you directly, Janet. I wasn't even thinking about you directly. If you think it's too much, if you don't want it, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Wikipedia global specimen. It's basically they want to make everything. They want to make everything one. What do they say? That everything has one opinion. There's one truth. That's what Wikipedia is. That's why Wikipedia is evil. One truth. And let's say there's a debate. It's like in the Talmud, is that they have at least three opinions on every subject. 3 opinions, the main opinion, the secondary opinion, and then some crazy opinion. And that's what Wikipedia should be. But no, they try to have one opinion. Is the earth flat? No. Maybe it is flat. Maybe it isn't flat, but maybe you could say the crazy opinion and put it down there too. I'm not going to starve to death. I'm not going to starve to death. But thank you very much, Julian. I don't know if I care. I don't want to. What does that sound? There it is. Did you hear that sound? Anyway. It's not the most important thing. It's important. Somebody made a Wikipedia about me when I was doing TV and film. Yeah, it's nice of them to do that. And what did it say? Are you a famous person? Are you an internationally known comedy celebrity like Lewis Schaffer, recently seen on GB News and for the longest running free show around the country? It did because the speaker is on, and when I go to this, the speaker goes off. So that's what that tap tapping sound. Okay, I was in comedy. Okay, have I met you before, Carrie B? Oh, this tea is so good. And what's good, I went and bought some milk today, so I know it's fresh. Have we met? If we haven't met, it's all right. Well, I think I asked you that before, Carrie B. I asked you that before. Carrie B. Ron Smith. Vatnai says, I used to supervise tea, and we had 2 pots like that. with and without sugar. So you didn't let the people put their own sugar in. Was a friend of Malcolm Hardy. We haven't met. Okay, that's nice to know. Because there's nothing worse than meeting somebody and then you think, oh, have I met this person? Well, we will meet in the future. We will meet. When you get thin and beautiful and you'll be so happy to show yourself off to me, it'll be a party. We will have parties. We will have parties. We've done this show for 145 days. That's a lot of days. Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's brilliant. Oh, I've had it on top chat. Maybe I've missed some live chats. Maybe I've missed some live chats. I don't think I've missed anybody. Have I missed anybody? Everybody, let's pray. Let's pray for Janet to have money. Let's pray for all of us. Let's do a prayer for us to have money. Because we need money. You can see me in my photograph here. Okay, it's a problem because it's such a small, tiny little image. I don't know why. Let me see if I can check you out here. I'm going to check you out here. YouTube. Okay, there is a Carrie B there, but is that you? Carrie B. Carrie B has a lot of videos here. Where does she come from? Western Australia. Well, she was out in Western Australia. She looks like she's Australian. But this is not it. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Just because I'm looking, that doesn't mean you have to sign. I'm looking somewhere else. But Carrie B 61. Carrie B 61. Okay, let's get back on track here. 61. Oh, there you are. There's Carrie B 61. Oh, a lot of style. I love that look. Really pretty. Okay, I'm going to subscribe. Can I subscribe? Can I subscribe to your thing, Carrie B? Okay, somebody is sending me an image. Hold on. There it is. Yes, so good. So good. I like it. Really, really hot. Really hot. I'm not going to say anything, but weight loss is the most crucial thing. But I'm going to subscribe. Can I subscribe? I'm subscribing to you. So if you put up a video or something, there you go. I like the look. A lot of personality. I like personality. The Felix is back. Felix is back. You were here a couple of days ago. Welcome back. How are you doing? We're doing a bit better. I was a bit tired for a second, and now I'm drinking the tea. We were talking about... Yeah. So Vatnai says that honey dripping and sticking all over the place is okay, but having sugar is too much of a mess. That's interesting. That's interesting. I just subscribed to Carrie B 61. If you want to see what Carrie B looks like, if it means something to you, you've got to be careful with Lewis Schaffer. Now I know what you look like. I know what you look like. I know what you look like. Always has to see through cups at boarding school. Always has see-through cups at boarding school. What does see-through cups mean? Is that a euphemism for like eyeglasses or something? You don't put up videos. Okay, well, don't put up videos then. You don't have to. I have so many different kinds of crazy, horrible videos. If you like me, you might like them. If you don't like me, you go, oh, this guy is really annoying. It's like really annoying, really unplanned. Well, that's what this show is about. It's called Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. Uncooked. So the Felix Biscuit is here. I was in a TV series, which was a spinoff from the Vic Reeves Big Night Out. Well, having looked at your picture, this is what's going to happen over time. I only know what a few of the people look like here. But you could see how you could be a TV star. You've got a lot. You remind me. I'm not going to say who you remind me of. But you remind me of the women that I knew from New York, the rich Jewish ladies in Great Neck with a lot of spirit. That's what you look like. Where's my cuppa, Lewis? Your hosting skills are lacking. Yes, maybe I shouldn't drink it in front of you people. But you're drinking tea in front of me. And I see you eating in front of me. And I see you're on the toilet in front. Who knows what you're doing? Well, what is the TV series called? What is this big night out called? Better to drink from transparent. No paint. What does that mean? From transparent. What does that mean? It's better. You're saying there's paint here and that's coming off. Ron Smith, is that what you're saying? I don't even know what you're saying. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Less lives. Less lives. Less lives. Less lives. Let's see if it's here. Less lives. Okay, big night out. Less lives. What is less lives? He was a character in this thing here. Oh, how do you like this? Look what I just found.
Scrappy drafts filled with potential. Complete.
You know this song.
Paul Hemming's parents had a sizable Victorian house
There she goes.
with a disused stable in the back. It was here.
There she goes again. You call my name. Da, da, da. Bloody Nora. Bloody Nora, okay. Let's go back over here. Let's go here. Less lives. Bloody Nora. I don't know. Is that you? Maybe just send us a link. I want to find something. Duralex mugs. I mean glass mugs. Yeah, I like glass mugs. I like glass mugs. Is that what you're talking about? Les was the bald-headed man in the white coat. Loved the Les, loved the lass. And he loved you. Well, I could see how he could love you. I'm becoming too flirtatious. My character was called Bloody Nora. That's what Cara B says. Latest Ronan Musk chat is interesting. Yeah, well, I hope it's interesting. It's interesting to hear what the richest man has to say. You know, when a rich man says something, I'm going to write that down. Elon Musk. And I'm going to write down less lives YouTube videos. Nora, what is it? It was called Bloody Nora. Bloody Nora. Cothill House near Abington was a master there in 1988 to 2001. The kids drank a tea from a blue mug made from tough plastic. Well, plastic is bad, obviously, especially hot tea. Nowadays, we know you do not, try to stay away from plastic. Pat and Brenda wash them in dilute bleach every night. No germs. Yeah, that's also unnecessary. It's the plastic that's the problem. It's not the germs. Kermit wants to know, any relation to Sarah? Cara B. Sarah who? Sarah Nora Sarah? A mate cleaned his flask with bleach. It was a bit funny when he cleaned mine in bleach. His flask. What is What do you mean, a flask like for alcohol or something? I mean, why would you need to do that? Because the alcohol is a disinfectant. Duralex sells good glasses. People are real. So it's about contamination. The world is contaminated. Look. I'm sucking on a pen. Who knows what's on the pen? I'm sucking my finger. Who knows what's on this finger? There's a lot of germs in the world. There's no germs in the world. There's no viruses. There might be bacteria lying around. But there's other stuff that could be bad too. Bleach is bad. Plastic is bad. And they're not living things, I assume. Julian, they spoke about Alarmer and Comet Atlas. Stormer and Comet Atlas. How do you talk to somebody for 3 hours? I tell you, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's amazing. I would say he's amazing to talk like this. Just to talk to another person for 3 hours. And, obviously some of the things are going to be interesting and some of the things aren't going to be, but it's amazing. The SHI that they put in food, says Birdseye. Well, you're named after a company that puts bad stuff in food, I assume. And food has bad stuff in it. So there you go. The only thing I clean with bleach is the toilet and the patio. And even then, you don't need to use bleach in the bathroom. You don't need to. But, I use bleach because this flat has ants. And ants means, and when they can't move around when they smell bleach. So it basically puts them out of business, at least temporarily. Bleach does. Basically, Pat and Mick is sick. Julian says. Well, what did you like about the latest Rogan thing, Julian? Please tell us this. All right. So basically, what else? I didn't write down anything on my piece of paper. Baby sterilizing fluid is basically dilute bleach. Totally unnecessary, and it's dangerous, and it kills people. And I remember when John Travolta was saying his kid was autistic because there was too much cleaning going on in his flat using bleach, etc. And I thought, this guy is a real idiot. And he might be wrong. I don't believe that autism can be caused by that, but it's not good for you. Bleach is not, these chemicals are not good for you. I get problems with slugs in the house. Yes. And slugs, you can't even eat them. They look like they could be tasty, but then you can't eat them. Can you eat a slug? I was amazed by the amount of slugs, in this country. It's just all slugs. I'm okay for money, Lewis, Janet says. Just can't spare any at the moment. Just paid my GB News membership. All right, well, there you go. Well, congratulations. That's very good. We need to support GB News. What did Musk say about Stormer? What I saw interesting, that little video where they said, why are they letting so many millions of people into the country that hate it? Why are they doing this? Why is Stormer doing this? And so many people have raised that question. They can't even think of why he's doing it. He's doing it because, I think number one, he wants to be a better man than you and me because he's this big. He's a tiny little man, and he thinks I need to present myself. Okay, that's the only thing going down your toilet. You probably don't need to bleach it, Birdseye. Could be the jabs. Could be jabs, too. I don't believe that jabs cause that. But I do believe it's not good for you. Autism is because the brain is different. My son was born 27 weeks premature. Yes, I could believe that could cause brain differences. I believe that. Okay, but but then you take kids who were born normally and how they are fine until they had bad parenting. I believe in the bad parenting cause of this. I haven't watched the Rogan Musk podcast yet. Yet, it isn't worth 3 hours. And he was born at 27 weeks, 13 weeks early. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, it could cause a tremendous amount of problems. My kids were born early, too. My kids were born 9 weeks early or 6 weeks early, you know. I mean, it's really troubling. In America, they let the babies. I don't know if I want to say it, but whatever. It's here they save more. They save the babies. In America, they let the babies. Maybe not. But that's an interesting thing. Anyway, this has been one of our better shows. Has it been one of our better shows, people? Do you think? Okay. I think it's been one of our better shows. It hasn't been a great show because we haven't discussed anything where we got into an argument about something. Those are the ones that I like, where we're able to express ourselves for the first time freely. I did say a few things about the BBC. We did speak about Cockney rhyming slang. Okay. But it was interesting to me. You never, ever have a bad show when I tune in. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Felix. But the truth is, sometimes some shows are easier to do than others. Lewis just called me a beast again. Did I call you a beast again? Carrie B. I don't think I did. We're going to have to meet for a drink or something. Lud, the best show ever. Yes. Lud says this is the best show ever. Don't call you a beast. Don't, just don't call. I know, but I don't think I ever even called you a beast. Did I call you a beast? I have 2 autistic grandchildren, so different from each other. Yeah, it is so different because it's based on how kids are raised. Yes, you did. But then it was about, wait, I never used the word. Beast is not a word that I use. I don't call somebody a beast. I don't believe in people being beasts, especially when they're FAT. Yeah, I call you fat. I was fat. I wasn't the beast, but I was fat. I mean, maybe a beast, but it wasn't because I was fat. Don't think you knew about murder of crows. I did know it was a murder of crows. I did know that. I know a lot of stuff. I'm forgetting so much stuff. Like names and things. I'm always going, what was that guy's name? You know, it's your father. That's what it is. But anyway, so before we end the show, let's make sure I say thank you to everybody who was on the show. We had 40 people. I don't know whether I'm going to remember who else was here, but Mr. Cuff and Janet and Alex and Ron Smith, thank you. And Kermit, of course, has done a tremendous job moderating, hosting, whatever he's done. He's done a good job. MC Scott, Joe Sanders, Joodles, who's, I assume, has gone off to Hinterland, whatever that means. Ron Smith, John Miller. I love seeing that guy. ICU, very feisty. I can't tell whether you know what you're thinking, and I love that in a woman. I like a feisty woman. Birdseye, another beautiful woman. Birdseye, ICU. You know, maybe we can all hang out together. I can have a whole lair. Maybe the guys, us the guys, we can go play 5-a-side football, or we can go hiking or camping or something. Keith Bexley, great guy. Janet, great. Alex, just good. Julian, Carrie Beast, did I say your name enough times? Vatanai, we learn about the English school system, which has been, I find, very interesting. I love Old England. Ron Smith, brilliant. Who else am I forgetting? Am I forgetting anybody? Dr. The Felix Biscuit, appreciate it. You know, we've had a really good show. Next time I see you, Mr. Cuff, I'll bring you a cup of tea. Julian, of course, Julian, and so if I forgot, Talipa, you're always a little bit late. You're always 2 minutes before the signing off time. Do you know that, Tulipa? always this way, but that's fine. The fact is you're here. The fact you're here. And that's what matters. Janet is all right. Is he all right? I thought it was all right. See Ivor Cummings if he goes to Ledbury again. I might. That's actually a good idea. I'm a huge fan of the guy. Might even be willing to travel that far. Keith Bexley and Janet. Pretty, just the girls. Lewis Schaffer loves the girls. I love you. MC Scott, thank you very much. Have I missed anybody? Talipa, thank you for coming in. Ludd, thank you for coming in. I think these shows are really good. I'm going to post it on live. Make sure if you want to listen to it again, you could listen to it again. Maybe even make a comment. Not a comment just on this stream, but a comment under the show. I was there, and Lewis is just so amazing. Something really great. But this, you could say this is our best show ever, or one of our best shows. Or maybe it is the best show. Who's to say it's not the best show? Anything can happen. It can be the great town of Ledbury. Ledbury is in the Cotswolds or up there in Shropshire. Where is exactly? I've been to Ledbury. Where is Ledbury? Where is Ledbury? Okay, I think we've done a very good job. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. You're not going to be able to see me, but you're going to be able to be on the stream for a couple of extra minutes. Okay? For you to say something, for you to say, hey, Keith, I love you. Felix, what color is your hair? Something like that. Or you can just say, cheers, Lewis. Night, whatever. Okay? That's what you can do. It's in Hertfordshire. Right? So it's not that it's like one over from the Cotswolds, or it's one up or something like that. I did a gig there. You could probably Google it. I love you. I'll see you tonight at 10:30. Are we going to come on the show at 10:30? Are we going to like this stream before you leave? Like the stream. How about that? Are we going to, if you're not already, I know you are. This is ridiculous for me to ask over and over again. But subscribe, basically. How about that? Subscribe. Go to Patreon. Lewis Schaffer, Patreon, Lewis. You see how my name is spelled. Lewis Schaffer. Les lives from Vic Reeves' Night Out, 1993. I might look at this an hour long. That's a long program. There you go. Who knows? You know what? Who knows? I think me and Carrie B, we have a good look together. We've got a really good look. I don't know together. We'll have to see. Everybody, goodbye. I'm going to do that now. I'm gonna go to the start stream. Are you ready for that? Lucy Van Pelt comes in late. We'll see you another time, Lucy. 10:30.